Any other questions?
Question for Jake. How did you come to take the fight today? How much notice did you have, and were you training for another fight?
Well, I was definitely in the gym because I'm consistently always training. So I found out late last night, that I was flying out this morning at 6 a.m. So it was quite last minute, but I jumped at the opportunity, and it was an honor to fight for Bellator, and so I thank them for giving me the opportunity. Yeah, I had a very short notice. I was told last night by my manager I was going to get on a flight at 6 a.m. and weigh in. I weighed in about 4 o'clock today, and ate and drank, and you know, I was training though. So like I said, I'm always training, and I'm always in the gym, so continuously learning. So there's never really an off period. But yeah, I was ready for it.
Thank you.
Any other questions?
So, Jake, if it had gotten longer than 42 seconds, wouldn't have been a problem.
Not at all. I was pretty confident I could go as long as the 15 minutes if we had to. But luckily not.
It's impressive.
Then a question, where are you going to keep your belt?
It's actually a good question. I think because of the fact that I've been in, sleeping in my training facility for about a good 4 months or so, I think in commemoration of the efforts behind doing all that, I might just leave it there, because this is kind of, it's sort of an emblem of all of our hard work, because again, it's a whole team thing. They've been there every step of the way with me, so I can just leave this there as a way or sort of an incentive to have everybody in our fight team look at it, and kind of give them that push to see where the efforts are going to lead to. Then I'll just leave it there.
I want one.
You gonna buy a new mattress?
I'm sorry?
You gonna buy a new mattress or like a bed or something?
No, I actually have a Tempur-Pedic in the cage.
So I
got a little bit of luxury inside of the cage.
So I got a two-part question for Nick. First, what was going through your mind when you landed that flying knee kick? And second, how many views do you think you're going to get on YouTube next week when that sucker gets posted?
I don't know. What did I feel when I threw the knee? Well, he had his hands up and I just threw it. Just pure instinct, I guess. I just been practicing a lot, and then I threw it, and I knew I landed it, and like he went back. And I wasn't sure if he was out or not, and my mom actually, she kind of yelled at me a little bit. She's like, "He was knocked out. Why'd you hit him?" I said, "I hit him, and he went out, and then I hit him again." And afterwards, I don't know, I did a weird dance, and I was just pumped up. And how many views on YouTube? I don't know. Hopefully a lot. I mean, I hope I get to view it. I didn't even get to see it yet, so hopefully it's on there pretty soon. I'll be checking it out, and check it out a little bit. I just want to see it.
Any last questions? All right, I would like to thank everyone for coming out. It was another fantastic night.
Another question.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was going to ask, with MMA finally being on like the cusp of being legalized in New York, how much would it mean to you guys if you finally fight in your backyard, and how much, because you're going to already hear the crowd, how much more of a draw would you guys bring in New York?
Who would like this
one? If we fight in New York, you see the crowd out there, it was about 400 to 500 people. Just think double that in New York City. Because that's how it is all the time. We have actually Combat of the Capital kickboxing, which is amateur and pro. That place gets filled to the place where they can't have any more people come in anymore. So, and sometimes, they sell illegal tickets in there and stuff. But it'd be a big turnout, and it'd be sick and great to have it right in our backyard.
What would it mean to defend your belt in your own backyard?
It would definitely be a pleasure. An absolute pleasure to be fighting my own turf and territory.
Any more questions?
If I can just ask you a crazy question, that the tournament format obviously doesn't allow for this, but if you could fight one fighter right now, is there someone that you'd want to fight in the world?
Within the tournament, or you just
in the world?
Just out of respect, probably GSP. GSP. I look up to many fighters. But going back to what I said a little bit, I always have that sense of non-complacency. So I'd always want to see myself trying to improve and get better, and always look at what's next and what's up ahead, what's the next task, what's the next level for me, and I definitely think, a little while from now, that it would definitely be a great pleasure to try to fight somebody of his caliber. Definitely GSP, because he kind of right now represents that mark, as far as a welterweight fighter, as far as his level of athleticism and everything. A lot of people look up to him as a fighter. So just out of respect, I would, to answer that question, would be George St. Pierre.
All right, any last questions? All right, once again, I'd like to thank everyone for coming out. I'd like to thank all of our superstar fighters. Congratulations, Lyman Good, once again. It was another fantastic night of Bellator action. If anyone needs anything afterwards, please approach me directly and we can look to set things up. So thanks again for everyone to come out, and congratulations again, Lyman Good.
What's on?